What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. There was a while where everyone in our sphere was playing Helldivers. It was awesome. And then, of course, we had the Sony linking of a PlayStation account to a Steam account. And, well, it's just never really been the same. Although I hear, Helldivers has a new DLC with a new enemy, and people are going back to playing it. So maybe we'll see. Probably not, though, because I just got too much other stuff. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the Meta Quest 3? Sorry, I'm busy in AR. That being said, Sony Interactive, their CEO has gone around saying that, yeah, they are still determined to grow their live service segment despite the little setback with Helldivers, because that's fine, that's fixable, but a very obvious failures with Concord, which led to Firewalk Studios going bye-bye, and Multiverses, which is not profitable, and they've talked about that. And the big one, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, which is... but here we go. Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Herman Hulst has doubled down. Again, the live service has not gone well for the most part, with the exception of Helldivers. He had a interview with the Japanese website, and they asked Hulst, how do you evaluate the recent achievement of PlayStation Studios and its current structure? He said, we're continuing to grow our live service segment, and Helldivers 2 has been a great success. Yeah, Helldivers 2 has been a great success, even despite that setback, which I believe is still not available to the people that it was delisted on Steam because of the linking controversy. And even after they ended that needing a linked account, they never brought it back. I don't. Let me know if that's changed, though. So they're going to continue building their live services despite the other failures, which do get mentioned. Building a strong portfolio, the studio business group focuses on a rigorous selection of games that offer players a great experience. We are also focused on expanding our IP in new areas, such as the film version of Ghost of Tsushima, which is being produced by PlayStation Production. And the last I heard about it had Chad Stahelski attached to it, the guy from John Wick, and he's doing Highlander with Henry. He knew who Jin Sakai was. He'd played the games. He was talking about it on Joe Rogan. So he at least seemed competent to wanting to actually adapt the game and not make it something else. This is where Hulst is asked about Concord and Firewalk Studios and how that failure affected them. On the other hand, Concord was discontinued in about 2 weeks, and the closure of 2 studios, Neon Koi and Firewalk Studios, was announced. As the Corona disaster settles down, the Concord disaster settles down, I assume that the game business is undergoing rapid changes. And there are changes in your strategy for live service games and mobile games as a result of these studio closures. Hulst responds, the game business is constantly changing due to a variety of factors, including technological advances, new genres, new ways of playing games. The one thing that has not changed, however, is people's desire for a great entertainment experience, and the focus on games continues to grow. Well, certainly on Concord, the focus was not people's enjoyment. It was the gender identity expressions of the people making it that I think was most important to them. But with that comes competition, and like many companies in the industry, we have had to make changes to our business in order to solidify a more sustainable operating base. We will continue to focus on developing live service titles along with story-driven single-player titles. And I would say that the story-driven single-player titles is what PlayStation is more known for. The Last of Us, the Spider-Man solo games, things like that. We are learning a lot as we build our ability to develop quality live service titles within Sony Interactive Entertainment. Helldivers 2 has proven that the potential of live service titles by attracting a large number of players through continuous content delivery, but also a solid gameplay loop. And at the time, the only politics in the game were the fictional parroting of like the ramp up Starship Troopers fascist democracy, and we get it. Players were playing into it. It was awesome. And then they did that thing with the linking accounts. So that's where you start putting off. He says, since live service titles are released on multiple platforms, the key to success is how to attract new players and increase the number of players. Therefore, maintaining momentum at the time of release and broad player adoption are essentially important. Yeah, no shit. Single-player games are a key component of the PlayStation's platform's appeal, and each title has strategic sales period. While consoles remain our core business, expanding to PC and other platforms will allow us to bring our games to a wider audience. So look forward to possibly less exclusives as they try to go out to other, like I said, on Steam, PC, or other to get cross gaming live service games. Our priority is always to provide the best possible experience for our players, and as part of that, we are also promoting the integration of PSN accounts on PC, which, as we've already, here we go again, as we've already established, there are a number of countries that, while they have access to PC and Steam, they do not have access to the PlayStation Network. And that obviously is a way to obfuscate or step around, say, Steam's measures of banning and suspending people, and just do it directly through the PlayStation Network. Like, oh, sorry, Steam didn't ban you, but we did. And since you linked your accounts, you no longer have access to the games that we say, even if Steam says you can play them and you purchased them. And it gets into a real fuzzy area there. But yeah, there you go. The integration there, and also bumps up their numbers. Speaking of numbers, Helldivers has a consistent just under 100,000 in the last 24 hours. There was a while there where it was easily hitting 400,000 plus every single day until that linking controversy. And then, of course, we've got the rest in pieces Concord. Still that one champion that jumps in every day. Don't know what they do in there, but they do it. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. You excited that PlayStation Sony Interactive Entertainment is going to continue to do live services beyond just their single player console offerings? I am. As someone who's normally PC only or Xbox, getting to experience more PlayStation games, yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna let people play on what they want to play and with who they want to, if you can, like with the technology. If we have the technology. Anyway, let me know what you think of all this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.